Hi, this is Jet, and this is my quick review of the new Canon EOS M mirrorless camera. With the initial look and feel of the camera, you're going to assume it's just your simple point and shoot, and you'll be hard pressed to tell the difference aside from its detachable lens. The build quality of the camera is quite good. It's mostly magnesium, which gives this camera a premium feel. It's nothing contemporary, but yet it seems very modern at the same time. The M is essentially a shrunken down Rebel T4i or 650D. Because of that, Canon had to go with the new lens mount to accommodate for the shorter flange distance. You can however buy a smart adapter to mount all your EF and EFS lenses, and it'll give you aperture and image stabilization control. I would definitely recommend it if you have a few Canon glasses lying around. At the time of launch, there's only two lenses available for the EOS M, a 22mm pancake and an 18-55mm. Now I got the camera with the 22mm prime lens simply because it has a faster 2.0 aperture. The field of view is wide enough to be used in any situation that I'm in. And if I need to zoom in, I can just take a few steps forward. The lens features Canon's new STM stepper motor. It reduces motor noise and makes autofocusing a lot more smoother in video mode. In my testing, it worked well as long as your subject is centered and mostly in the frame. I like to use the manual adjustments on all my cameras, so this is not a big deal to me. The touchscreen is where most of the features are hidden. With the limited amount of accessible buttons, you'll find yourself using the screen more often than you think. It's capacitive and it includes pinch to zoom, which is quite intuitive. The screen is really clear and bright, and it would have been nice if it had a flip-off screen just like the NEX5N. If you're coming from a Canon DSLR, you'll be very familiar with the menu layout. I felt they could have done a better job by designing it for touch instead of the jog wheel. The M features a 18-megapixel APS-C sensor, the same one found in the Rebel T4i, and performance between the two is very identical. The image quality is really good with the 22mm lens. Pictures came out sharp and detailed. It's true that all cameras in bright lighting looks good, but what if you took that away? This is where most cameras have the toughest time. In my ISO performance test, which consisted of a poorly lit scene, the M was quite good up to 1600 ISO. I would cut off at ISO 3200 for a usable image, but it looked great when you scaled it down for the internet. When pushed to ISO 6400, the image definitely starts to lack definition and detail. We see a flood of noise throughout as well. And here's 12,800 ISO, simply because we can. And a quick side-by-side comparison. I tested the video capabilities using the new X380 Quad from TurboAce. I'm currently getting into aerial cinematography and exploring my options in tools. Now I know the basics of flying from an RC helicopter, but with so much advances in technology, these quads can almost fly themselves. They even feature GPS and auto stabilization functions. So if you're a photographer or a videographer, definitely look into one of these. Now I wouldn't recommend a beginner trying this just yet. Get some lessons first before actually trying to fly it. The video performance is on par with the T4i and other DSLRs in Canon's range. Aliasing and moire is still visible if you're not careful, although I didn't see much in my test. I got some very cinematic aerial shots. It definitely adds another dimension to my work. Now with so many mirrorless cameras on the market, the M is actually quite good. Although it's not the fastest of the bunch in terms of performance, it holds its own with good image quality and low light performance. The only thing I see lacking is its autofocus. It's not blazing fast like I'm accustomed to with DSLRs, but it's adequate enough for its category. If you're looking for a great image in a small form factor and you can swallow the $700 price tag, then you'll like the EOS M. Reasons to get the EOS M? It's small and compact, it has great image quality, 3-inch touchscreen, simplistic controls, decent video mode, and it includes a microphone jack. Reasons not to get the EOS M: it has slow autofocus, there's only 2 lenses available at launch, it has a hate it or love it design. Now it can only shoot at 4.3 frames per second, while other mirrorless cameras can do 10 frames per second. And that concludes my quick review of the EOS M. If you want to know more about the awesome X380 Quad I used in this review, definitely check out the links provided below. It's going to help us make a lot more videos like this. Once again, I'm Jet, and thanks for watching.